Okay. So today I want to talk a little bit about shadow work and inner child work. Okay. Um, I keep having this. I feel like I just really need to tell you guys this story. So before, I used to work as a peer support specialist in like an office, right? And usually there was always someone in the office before me, but that day I was the first one in the office. So I get to the office and the alarms were on. So I did not know the code and the alarm goes off. Now mind you, this is in the city, it's in the city on a busy street. The alarm was so loud. So like now I'm panicking, right? This alarm is going off so loud and it startled me. Uh, because I've experienced trauma, when I hear loud noises, it really startles me. Like, so things like alarms or screams, yelling, that type of thing really startle me. But something amazing happened in that moment. It wasn't just about the noise. I guess when I heard the noise, it triggered something inside of me. The first thing I would say it triggered is it gave me a flashback to the experiences that I had, of the trauma, right? So the fighting back and forth, but also the negative things that were said to me, during those fights. But then it went a little bit deeper, actually a lot deeper, after because I felt this weird feeling of shame. Um, I felt so ashamed. I shouldn't have felt ashamed, right? It wasn't my fault. They didn't give me the code. How the hell was I supposed to know that if I came in, you know, that the alarm was gonna go off? So I sat there, and the time I was in therapy, and I was like talking it through with my therapist, and she asked me, what did I feel? I told her I felt this really great sense of shame. And she told me that it was I told her I felt shame, like, um, from when I was a little kid, something that I experienced when I was a child. And that's like the biggest big breakthrough I feel like I've ever had, because I've been in therapy for a long time. I've done this a few times, but this was the first time I really felt like, oh shit, we really got to a whole other level. And instead of just what was going on right then in the moment, I got to like one of the core. So it basically, essentially, I because I heard that loud noise, I felt this shame, like I'm a bad girl. I did something bad. You know, I felt like a little 3, 4, 5 year old child. And I thought to myself, wow, being a spiritual person, I get messages all the time, like spiritual messages all the time. And they keep telling me, you know, like, put myself out there, right? Even that job that I had when I was working as a peer support specialist, I did that when I lived, somewhere else. I moved. So I had a great job, everything looked so amazing. It appeared like it was great, but I was miserable on the inside. And I decided that I was going to live my truth, and that I wasn't going to, I'm not going to be in spaces where I don't want to be in spaces where I don't feel comfortable, or I feel like I'm not being authentic. Okay. And I said to myself, okay, so you left your job making all that money because you wanted to be your authentic self. But when it was time for me to get on camera, I would feel, I would saying like, oh, I feel shy. No, it's not that I felt shy. I felt insecure, not feeling good enough, feeling like people are going to judge me. And I don't know, I kind of feel at this point where it's like, listen, okay, sis, it's time to get this together. Okay? Because it's not going to work if I don't put myself out there. So I said all of that to say that, number one, I hope that me sharing my experience can help someone else. And number two, because Spirit is telling me all the time to get my message out there and to put my face out there and to get comfortable in front of the camera. So that's what I'm going to do.